Fear. In the city of River Town, where skyscrapers reach the clouds and laughter filled the streets, there lived a young woman named Kenny. Kenny had an adventurous spirit and love for trying new things. But there was one thing that terrified her like nothing else was heights. Despite her fear, Kenny had always dreamed of experiencing the thrill of skydiving, of soaring through the vast expanse of the sky, with nothing but the wind at her back. But every time she thought about it, her heart would race and her palms would shake with fear. One day, as Kenny was passing by a street, she read a flyer advertising a skydiving excursion on the board. It depicted a group of smiling faces free falling through the sky, their arms outstretched in pure exhilaration. For a moment, Kenny hesitated, for her fear threatening to hold her back once again. But then she remembered the words of her grandfather. The only way to conquer your fear is to face it head on. With those words in her mind, Kenny made a decision. She would overcome her fear of heights and embark on the adventure of a lifetime. On the day of the skydiving excursion, Kenny stood nervously at the edge of the airplane door. Her heart pounding in her chest, she watched as the other skydivers jumped out one by one, disappearing into the vast blue sky below. As her turn approached, Kenny felt a moment of panic wash over her. But then she remembered the words of her grandfather. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to keep going despite it. With a deep breath, Kenny took a step forward and leaped out into the sky. For a moment she felt like she was flying, the wind rushing past her ears as she soared through the air with nothing but the clouds above and the earth below. As she plummeted towards the ground, Kenny's fear melted away, replaced by a sense of freedom she had never felt before. She spread her arms wide, feeling the rush of adrenaline course through her as she embraced the moment with all her heart. And then, with a gentle thud, Kenny landed safely on the soft grass below, her legs trembling and her face beaming with joy. She had done it. She had conquered her fear of heights and experienced the thrill of skydiving in all its glory. From this experience, Kenny became known as the fearless adventurer who never let her fear hold her back. And as she looked up at the endless expanse of sky above, she knew that the sky was truly the limit for what she could achieve. Moral: by stepping outside of our comfort zone, we open ourselves up to new opportunities, experiences, and personal growth that can enrich our lives in ways we never imagined.